All right, let's get to my particular almanac. Whoops, sorry. Program number 980. I figured that in order to match Ben's record of 25 years, because he only did one every year, I'm doing one a week, but nevertheless, I have to go to show 1300. And then I'm going to bail out on you. This is program 980. We're going to cover the second week in September 2015. The prior new moon, very interesting, was at 21 Leo on Mr. Trump's rising sign. This is the, yes, the month of Trump. There's another new moon on September 13th at 20 Virgo. This one sextiles Hillary's rising sign at 20 Scorpio. And you get a month of Hillary. So you have a month of Trump, a month of Hillary, and it's all because of these new moons hitting their individual charts, huh? Mercury does go retrograde. When it does so opposing Uranus. This looks like wind damage taking down communication, transportation stuff. Yep, it does. Mars is squaring Saturn next Friday. The moon conjuncts Saturn. And so young men are frustrated, and it tends to be violent. And I think this ought to cool down things a little bit. I'm starting to look at heat. Now, Jupiter is opposing Neptune, and Neptune had a full moon on it at the end of August, which means it covers the whole month of September. You got a full moon on Neptune. So Neptune's misbehaving. Yes. And furthermore, what's this? The moon conjuncts Jupiter 9/11, and then it squares the Jupiter-Neptune opposition in 9/19. So these are troubles with Neptune. Also, you're finding out more about Neptune stuff like Monsanto. Oh, I got something to show you. Anyway, it happens that this Neptune problem you've got during September hits Hawaii, because in the astrocartography chart, Neptune was on the IC at the bottom of the chart. And there's two of them. One was the 1st of August, and next was the middle of August. So it's really a total Neptune month, and we're getting rain. And last night it rained like I couldn't believe for an hour. It came down so strong, and this is going to go on until you get through September at least. And then you have an eclipse at 5 degrees of Aries. Aries is a hot sign, and you're probably going to have a month of heat, basically. Anyway, I'm getting more into this regular weather prediction because I saw what Ben was doing. Sometimes it was just windy. What's it like? Well, we got the sun going through the last part of Virgo, from 18 to 28 degrees. There it is. And at the end of next week, it's going to sextile Saturn. And everybody says, okay, let's make some laws and some rules, and we need discipline here, and organization. And you'll get a little bit of it. I don't know how good it'll be. I've marked these little places where the full moon and Neptune, see, here's Jupiter. I had crowd him in here, opposing Neptune. This is a big deal. And maybe the lawyers will finally sue Monsanto or some of these other chemical corporations for what the damages they've done to us. They should be liable. Jupiter is lawyers. Anyway, how can you measure these damages? Hard to do, huh? What's it like day by day? Well, we still have old Venus here. She's stationed on September 6th, so it's pretty strong. She's pretty sexy, huh? Remember what Ben Franklin said? When Mars and Venus in conjunction lie, young maids, what air is asked of you, deny. And now I see Venus as morning star. I'm not going to pump this. It's going to feel sexy, but you could get in trouble here. And so caution is needed. This is not your normal Venus. This is the Lucifer Venus, the morning star, not Hesperus, the evening star. And you're going to feel her Thursday night. No, this is Thursday night would be here. You're on Wednesday night. So if you're watching a Thursday night show, it was last night, you still felt it this morning. And on Thursday morning, the moon went by Mars. You're feeling lusty, energetic. Yeah, where's the girls? Where's the sex? Where's the sweets? But it's a Mars day. Get up and do some chores on Thursday. On Friday, the moon is in Virgo here, and you're going to start feeling the Neptune burn. It's not a burn, it's a flood. Oh, I spilled it. You know, you spilled it, look out. You know, if the neighborhood floods, does it come in your back door? Because here's old Neptune, and we're not happy with him. The moon's in Virgo. It's on Jupiter. The moon conjuncts Jupiter here. Well, let's see. First of all, let's get real. Here's Saturn, early Friday morning, and you're not going to like it. You're stuck. No money, no time. And as you go through Friday, as you go into the evening, you're in that Neptune zone. You want to do stuff, but Neptune's in the way. I can't expand. You know, the liquids, the doctors, the drugs won't let me. So this is a very confusing time Friday night. Very confusing. Not a time to drink alcohol. No. Could be very problematic at this point. And it is Friday night, 9/11, huh? So stuff could happen here. Saturday morning, the moon's still in Virgo, and it starts with a conjunction to Jupiter here. Well, now you're going to burn that off with Neptune, huh? You're still doing Neptune Saturday morning. It's, but at least you're getting some truth out of the whole thing. That's what's going on here. And there's some investigation in the middle of Saturday that comes out. Oh, I didn't know that. And then here's the new moon, the 22 Virgo. This starts the month for Hillary. So up until here, you've got, especially as you go through the last of Leo here, this is the last of the Donald Trump trumpeting. You get up here, we got a month of Hillary starting her song. So they're going to have to take turns. Hillary's 21-degree Scorpio rising. Trump is 21-degree Leo rising, well, close to it. So these two are in square, but they both have a lot of endurance. Well, Sunday, the moon's in Virgo until you get to the afternoon about dinner time. There's a sextile to Saturn. You're getting well organized, and the moon goes into Libra right here. And so it goes by the North Node, and there's a lot of nurturing. Good time for a dinner, family dinner, Sunday afternoon and evening. A lot of nurturing, very well organized. Not bad at all, huh? Monday is still feeling pretty good about stuff. But as you go towards Monday night, the 14th, here's a square to Pluto. Panicky. After dinner, eek, a bug. You know, what's the panic about? I don't know. But where's the kids? Here's Mercury, see? And late Monday night, Mercury is slowing down and stopping to go retrograde, but it's opposing Uranus. And the wind blew the wires down. And this is panicky and wind damage and problems in communication. Yeah. I don't see it going on in Hawaii. We're not catching wind damage here. We're catching water. The hurricanes always fizzle out before they get to us and just drop a bunch of rain on us, huh? Now this period here, Monday, late Monday, early Tuesday, is Mercury, you know, getting into difficulties, getting into trouble. It stations on Wednesday, so it's going really slow, huh? And here this kid is going to start sticking things into the wall sockets and messing around with electricity. This could also be different sorts of machinery. Buses, trains, airplanes, things that go around. I got a kid around here who has a fan, bugs me because a big floor fan took the guard off it. So here's this big fan, you know, you can walk over and stick your hand in it. That's Uranus, huh? So kids are going to put their hand in the fan. Look out. Monday night, Tuesday morning. Hard to think, hard to communicate. But this is your last chance, because up ahead here on Wednesday, Mercury goes retrograde. If you've got to do something of importance in communicating, do it now. Once you get up here to the 16th, which happens at 8 p.m., so it's Wednesday night here, Mercury goes retrograde. About half of the letters you send out or the calls you make, all the things that Mercury does, communication, transportation, he's a messenger. So if you get in your car and go to the store, when Mercury's going backwards, there's a chance you're going to have to go back there again, about 50-50. Lots of times I go out the door during this period, which lasts about 3 weeks. Starts Wednesday night on the 16th. I'll walk out, I'll go back in the house again, go shishi, go back out. So I've left twice. I'll pick up the phone and call somebody, let it ring once, hang up, punch redial. I've called twice. I'm trying to satisfy little Mercury here and his. I got to go over and do about half of this stuff twice. So if you buy something, make sure you keep the receipt. 50-50, you'll have to go back for 3 weeks after the 16th. Anyway, last minute stuff here is good to go Monday night, Tuesday morning, but you know, Uranus is in the way, and the wind knocked down the wires, and the guy doesn't pick up the mail, and anyway. So this is a busy time. It's jittery. Your mind may go bzz, 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 bzz. Yes. And especially when it hits the opposition to Uranus here in the middle of Tuesday, September 15th. There's problems with electrical things, machineries. It settles down here. It seems like in the middle of it all, here's a sextile to Venus. This is Tuesday morning. We're feeling sexy and loving. And here's a sextile to Mars, feeling lusty and like Romeo. So through this whole chaotic Tuesday, there's young people. Here's Romeo and Juliet walking around hand in hand. Romance just walks right through the whole mess. Wednesday, moon slips into Scorpio here before you get up, and the vibes change. You now got a fixed water sign. Wednesday night, here's a sextile to Neptune. You can deal with the liquids, the rain, the flooding, and all of that. Thursday morning on the 17th, early in the morning is a sextile to Pluto. Discovery happens. There's some new things out there. But in the middle of Thursday, here's Venus, square to Venus. There's no rest, there's no sweets. You know, something happened in my teeth the other day, and the roots all started hurting for a couple of days. So I went after the garlic thinking it was a bacterial thing. And I drank just one little gulp of soda, and the sugar made my teeth hurt. Venus, again, is sugar, sweets. And you're not going to like it very much here Tuesday. So I'm not drinking anything with sugar in it anymore because it hurts my teeth. So here's Venus when you give up is in the middle of Thursday. Mars when you get the hurt is Thursday night, the square to Mars. And it ain't that much fun. There is a sextile to the Sun Friday morning. The moon's still in Scorpio. You can get some planning done. But everybody was angry and ticked off with the square to Mars. Impatience and angriness. And then there's a lot of judgment here as the moon hits Saturn in the middle of Friday and Friday afternoon. Look out, here comes the judge. It all slowed down. What's happening here anyway? Well, we're going to go through another problem with liquids. Here it is Saturday morning. Moon's in Sagittarius. Squares Neptune, squares Jupiter. Hits the full moon point. Everything's flooding. There's rain everywhere. We're spilling things. It's confusing. What did that lawyer tell us about that chemical corporation? Bunch of thieves. It doesn't get better till late Saturday night. Here almost midnight or so, you get some decent communication. There's a little good feeling around. There's a Venus sextile and a Mercury. sextile, or Venus trine. Mercury comes along, starts talking Saturday night. And, there's some sweets here. If you can keep yourself talking to the one you love, this could be a delightful time Saturday night. Goes into Sunday morning, but there's understanding between equals. This is a very nice time. Good for the kids, good for love, good for brotherhood. Yeah, Moon in Sagittarius. If you could forget the flooding of Saturday, Sunday is very promising. Be with people you love. Be with the kids. It's nice. It starts to tighten up as you go to late Sunday night here, 11, 12 o'clock. There's a square to the sun. You're not getting anything done. How come you're staying up so late? Oh, you're trying to be a hero and get some work done. Well, get the physical work done Sunday night, but don't plan any projects with the square to the sun.